Imagine a library so secret, only a handful of people on Earth are granted access. A place filled with forbidden manuscripts, ancient records that could rewrite human history, and even occult texts that challenge everything we believe about the divine. This isn't myth, it's real. Welcome to the Vatican Apostolic Library. In this video, we dive deep into the shadows of this legendary collection. What secrets lie behind its locked doors? What knowledge is so powerful that it must be hidden from the world? And could some of this information shake the very foundations of what we think we know? Get ready. This journey may be more revealing than you expect. The Vatican Library, officially known as the Bibliotheca Apostolica Vaticana, is one of the oldest and most mysterious collections on the planet. Founded in 1475 under Pope Sixtus IV, rumors suggest its secret archives predate that by centuries. What makes this library so unique? It's not just the massive volume of texts, it's the extreme control over who can access them. Unlike a public library, where anyone can walk in and explore, the Vatican Library is locked down tight. Only specially approved scholars with strict justification are allowed in, and even then, access is extremely limited. But why? What's inside that needs such heavy protection? At the heart of the Vatican Library lies far more than dusty encyclopedias. Buried in its chambers are manuscripts that challenge everything: history, faith, power structures. These aren't just banned books. These are deliberately hidden, kept in darkness for centuries. Perhaps the most famous of these is the Gospel of Judas, discovered in Egypt in 1978 and dated back to the 2nd century. This gospel presents a story that turns Christian teachings upside down. In it, Judas Iscariot is not a traitor, but the only disciple who truly understood Jesus. According to this text, Jesus asked Judas to betray him as part of a divine plan. Rather than condemning him, this gospel portrays Judas as the key to Christ's spiritual ascension. Unsurprisingly, the Church rejected it completely, labeling it a Gnostic heresy. But what if it's true? How would it reshape everything we know about Christianity? The Knights Templar, once powerful protectors of the Church, were destroyed in the early 1300s, branded as heretics, tortured, and executed. But what became of their secret documents? Many believe their records, covering the Holy Grail, alchemy, and hidden rituals, were seized and hidden in the Vatican. If true, these archives could unlock ancient secrets about divine power, secret knowledge, and the true nature of the Grail. The Vatican has never released these files. Why? What are they afraid of us discovering? Another whispered secret: the letters of Mary Magdalene, allegedly stored in the Vatican. These writings portray her not as a follower, but as Jesus's most trusted confidant, a teacher and spiritual leader. They describe secret teachings Jesus shared only with her. If authentic, these texts challenge the male-dominated narrative of the Church and reveal a radically inclusive early Christianity. Why hide this? Because it could shatter the patriarchal structure that has defined the Church for centuries. And it doesn't stop there. There are claims of manuscripts suggesting humanity has already encountered beings from other worlds. These texts describe contact with celestial visitors, entities from beyond our reality. Some researchers believe the Church possesses instructions for communicating with otherworldly intelligences. If this is true, it changes everything: our religions, our history, even our place in the cosmos. Let's not forget the Inquisition, a dark chapter of religious oppression and intellectual control. During this period, countless texts were burned, destroyed, or buried deep within Vatican vaults. The Church didn't just fear heresy, it feared knowledge, ideas that could undermine its authority. From Hermeticism to alchemy, astrology, and the Kabbalah, many traditions were erased or suppressed, because they offered spiritual paths outside the Church's control. These weren't just censored. They were almost wiped from existence. Books like the Corpus Hermeticum were hunted down because they inspired spiritual freedom and inner enlightenment. Was it about protecting faith or maintaining power? Even now, the Vatican Library remains one of the most secure institutions on Earth. Restricted zones, 24/7 surveillance. Some scholars report they weren't even allowed to touch the documents, only study pre-approved digital copies. Those who try to leak sensitive info, banned for life. What is so dangerous in those books? What truth is so powerful it must never see the light of day? Let us know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.